Hi everyone. Today we'll be looking at ways to make your life easier while working from home. Hello everyone and welcome back to On Air with Suma. It's been over a week since we last met and I hope all of you are doing great. Well, today we'll be looking at ways to make your life easier while you're working from home. To start off with, the first and foremost is about creating a routine for yourself. Yes, it's all about triggering your mind to make sure that you're ready for work. So, how I do that is actually following my normal routine. I actually get up in the morning, I get ready, and I go to work. Well, virtually, but I do go to work. So, my mind is ready and all set for work. Which brings me to my second point, a dedicated space for work. Yes, if you are fortunate enough to have a dedicated space or an office room, well, you are very fortunate indeed. But in case you do not, and I have been in that position as well, so where I've in fact shared my room with a lot more people. So in that scenario, you can even convert your bed into a working area. Now, how you do it though is very important. Number one is your health. So you really need to make sure that you sit properly. You have the right posture and you use pillows or cushions to support your back while you're sitting. The second thing is to make sure that your laptop is positioned at your eye level. Now, you can either do this by buying one of those laptop stands that actually do help. Trust me, I do have one of them and it's really helpful. You can find the link to the one that I bought in case you want a reference. I've put that in the description below. You can also use pillows to kind of have the same height or maintain that height. But definitely a laptop stand does help as compared to a pillow. These small things which you may not have thought of makes a huge impact. Make sure that your workspace is something that you would like to go to. Now, there is also a third point, and which is about creating that ambience of your workspace. So keep things around you. It could be a coffee mug, a calendar, it could be anything. It could be even a plant if you had a plant at your work desk for all you know. But these things really help you change your bed to a workspace. And of course, if you have a table, nothing like it. The third point is about reducing distractions. Now, reducing distractions also means about prioritizing or learning to prioritize. Working from home makes it a little difficult to let others know when you're actually preoccupied already. So imagine a real life scenario where you're at work and physically when people don't see you at your desk or they see you busy in another meeting, they're not going to keep calling or they're not going to keep pinging you. The same way, if you are working from home and you are actually prioritizing your work, you can actually make sure that you say no to those people who do disturb you, or, well, just say no. I guess that's the simplest thing to do. One of the things that I do for myself is I actually have a board that I bought for myself where it's more of like a scheduler. I wrote down the points that I need to actually cover the next day. So each day I have, let's say, 1 or 2 points from the day before, which I know I have to prioritize the next day. Or I just add 1 or 2 points based on my calendar when I just log in for the day. So I will leave a link to this one as well below. So it's a very nice board. I can quickly kind of wipe away and create a new schedule for myself as well. Another thing is about working from home and how it changes you or impacts you. Now, all of us, knowingly or unknowingly, we actually learn to socialize when we are at work. Now, this is something that even psychologists do speak about today. The fact that people are going to forget how to socialize. How do you kind of overcome that? You need to make that effort to actually stay connected with your friends and family. Make sure that you make that effort. Make sure that you call them. When your day is done, your work is done, make sure that you still connect with your friends. Talk about everything like you used to earlier. Do not still be alone or cut off from others. Remember, this is very important because when we actually go back, and fingers crossed, I'm hoping that happens very soon, but when we actually do go back to work, it shouldn't be a scenario where you are uncomfortable to be around people. Last and but never the least is to reward yourself. Even the smallest of triumphs. It could be just that you completed all your priority list for the day. It's a very small thing when it comes to work because you're expected to do it. But the fact that you're able to do it and set a routine and you achieve that small little thing for that day is a great thing in itself. Now, if you were at work, think again. Logically, if you completed a project, you would have rather shared that same success, however small it is, with your teammates, with your colleagues, with your friends, or just while having coffee, you would have said, hey, you know what? You remember that project I've been working on all those months? It's finally done. Now, you don't get to say that out as much. So make sure you also do reward yourself. So there you go. 5 things that you can do to make your work life much easier while working from home. If you like this video and would like to see more videos like this, please do make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. This is Suma signing off.